This morning, you were in Washington, D.C., going after a congresswoman that I think a lot of Canadians have heard of. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of congressmen and women, and I don't think most Canadians know most of them. But an interesting and I think odious congresswoman is Ilhan Omar from Minnesota. Let's start with a clip of you asking her some questions about a week ago. Let's take a look at that.
Could you tell me, do you agree with AOC that ICE is running concentration camps on the border?
There are camps and people are being concentrated. This is very simple. I don't even know why this is a controversial thing for her to say. We have to really truthfully speak about what's taking place. And this is why it's really important for us to abolish ICE and make sure that we have an agency that is accountable to the people, that is dealing with the situation in a humane way. There's no way that we can allow for kids to be caged in this country and children to be separated from their families and people being terrorized in their communities.
Is it fair to...
We have to make sure that we are calling it out, and I am 100% with Alex.
She was pretty chatty there. I mean, you had asked her about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez comparing U.S. immigration detention facilities to the concentration camp. This Somali extremist loved that comparison.
Oh, absolutely. She said, and I didn't quite understand her logic. She said people are being concentrated and they're in camps, therefore it's a concentration camp. She illustrating a terrible understanding of what the Holocaust was, and that's at best. And at worst, it shows that she is just blatantly anti-Semitic.
I think she loves the idea of making the idea of a concentration camp banal. Not only does she insult America, which she hates, but she devalues what happened in the Holocaust. She's normalizing that and denormalizing America. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. Now, since then, that was about a week ago, you went to Minnesota and you talked to some of her constituents, and I got to say, they look the same, they sound the same. I think she is from a very crazy place. Let's show a clip of that. Here's Ilhan Omar, not her herself, but her voters. Let's take a look at that.
Are you a supporter of Ilhan?
Yeah, I am. Big time.
One of the things that she said is that Israel is hypnotizing the world, or has hypnotized the world. Do you agree with that statement?
We have different issues, different beliefs in when it comes to Israel. Because the world is hypnotizing about Israel. That's what I believe. It's not only Israel hypnotizing. It's like the whole wide world don't see what they're doing. So I agree on her 100%, if not more. Everybody who's wise, who's intelligent, sees what's going on. They are taking over, they are destroying, they are killing, and no one says anything about it. Luckily, I'm not a politician, so nobody can blame me. I'm a normal citizen in...
You put to them some of her crazy anti-Semitic tweets about Jews controlling the world, Israel hypnotizing the world, and they said, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were completely on board. I didn't think as a Canadian, I didn't understand how someone like Ilhan Omar could get elected, someone who hates the United States as much as she does. But then I realized that there's this enclave of voters that she has been relying on to get her elected, and they are just as anti-Semitic as her. Now, I'm not saying that every Somali in that community is anti-Semitic, but there was a surprising amount of people who were really concerned with whether or not I was a Jew.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest, and then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.